last. Let me see. Channels. YouTube, sending data. Twitch, streaming. Kick, sending data. Okay. Streaming. YouTube is the last one. November 7th. It's November 7th? Huh. Alright guys, today is... Do I have to record it if I'm multi-streaming? I could just like rip it off one of the websites. Let me see though. I probably should still. I probably will. Just turn it on. Okay. Today we are starting the Kokiri-san case. Hopefully we can beat it. I'm not gonna look at the guide or anything the first time. We'll just go through however we decide to go through it, and then I will the second time. Will the second time. Will the second time. So we have in this other section. Wait a second. How come it says on red? Didn't we do these? Oh, did I not save? Huh. What? Let me see if I can load anything. Huh. I swear we did the first two. We saw them. I'm just going to skip through them real quick again then. These are from the first one. Make. This is when you're like talking... Bro, I definitely did these. Definitely did these. This is when you stop on your way, and then she talks to you about how the girl is actually... This box here. The girl was actually nice, right? Once upon a time, and they were friends. Her and her makeup artist. And then she liked some kind of bunny thing, I think. Some kind of... Oh, this part yet. You start talking to her. This part was cut out, I guess, is the idea, right? Did this happen? But yeah, here we go. She had rabbit key holder and strap. Everything she had was rabbit based. And she didn't even like horror stuff. She took no horror roles until that one show. She was scared of horror, or she didn't like it. Just skimming it through this real quick, so it counts as having it. Then he pulls out. Oh yeah, Kagura goes to pull out like the same pocket where he has his ID, his little cop journal. He pulls out from that pocket his fan club notebook and like starts taking notes about that. Pretty funny. Okay, and then we saw this one too, right? What was this one? It says it's what part would this be? That chainmail. Oh, we got a reply from the chainmail, and we set up the meeting. Oh, this is before you go to meet her. Before you go to meet her. Kagure? Oh yeah, he thinks like this is when he talks about wanting to arrest her. Before. Oh yeah, and then he talks about when he was he went to the concert. He went to the concert, right? And he got really hype and he jumped up, but he's too big, and so he like crushed the seat in front of him, right? And everybody stopped and looked around at him, and he felt really embarrassed. That's what the whole story is. Okay. Alright, we got those. Alright, let's start the real thing we're on. Alright. Case number 1. So we finished case number 0, chainmail. Yeah, if you're seeing this and you're wondering what happened, the episodes should be on YouTube. I don't know if they should be on YouTube if you're seeing this. If they're not, I'll get them on YouTube. If you see this and they're not on YouTube, they should be on YouTube. If not, I'll put them on YouTube. But there's gonna be another quote by the guy, I think. Uh-huh. Can I pause this? Hold on. Yeah, I can. Okay. So there are things that you can't explain with physical logic. Uh-huh. Or sorry, physical logic cannot completely explain the phenomenon of possession. Right, okay. Possession. Hyofu possession. Okay. Um what's that? Is that word? Kikyo. That word. Oh, it says what it means, Sumari. Okay. In parentheses. Which means um like anyway, in other words, in order to say something like that. That must be just an old, really old phrase to say that. Huh. Um. Anyways, it's based on something like something out of people's thoughts. So it's kind of a it's an operation of the psyche. Anyway. Uh-huh. You know, possession. We can't completely explain. Let me take the shot of the whole thing. We can't completely explain possession with physical logic. Physical logic wouldn't be a better term for that. We can't completely explain possession with our understanding of the physical world. But something like delusion is born out of the mind anyway, the psyche anyway. So of course. And that's that Japanese guy. Ueno, looked up his name before. I'm trying to remember it. Ueno something. He was the guy that basically, yeah, I can look up his name. That went against like supernatural stuff. He was kind of like the Houdini, the Japanese Houdini kind of. Looking his name up real quick. Yeah, Inoue Enryo. He was a Japanese philosopher and Shin Buddhist priest, reformer, educator, and royalist, a key figure in the reception of Western philosophy and the emergence of modern Buddhism. But he was like, he went around. Let's see if I can find the part. He went around like, I think we can look it up in the game codex, but he went around like trying to expose the kind of like supernatural stuff that was fake as fake. Kind of like here we go. Because he studied all kinds of mysterious phenomena, apparitions, yokai, in order to debunk superstitions, he is sometimes called Professor Spectre or the Spook Doctor. Pretty cool. And that's from the that's yokai there. The what is his books here? Hold on. He wrote a bunch of books. Dark Tales of Mystery. No, is this book from? What's up, Clips? Livia's back. Yeah. What's up, Belinda? Nice to see you guys. Yeah, Leafy streamed. Crazy, huh? Leafy streamed. This is a good model. Well, thank you. The Spooky Ghost. Thank you very much. It's all my head tracking on this. Here, let me show you some stuff real quick. Is all like ghetto rigged together in my visualizer. Because he's a ghost, so he like squishes around and like you can stretch. You can stretch and squish, and you can go across the screen like that. But I like manually built all that. It's all using I take the head tracking, I turn it into a joystick, and then Then I use the joystick input, turn that into sound input, and then I'm using my visualizer. Wait, thank you very much. Okay, so what story is this from? What book is this from? So this is an excerpt. We're starting Hayarigami, episode 2. Kokuri-san it's called. Kokuri-san in Japan is like Ouija boards. It's like Ouija boards. And something mysterious is happening at a school. And this part here we're reading is an excerpt from Inoue Enryo, who is known as a spook doctor. He's kind of like oh, disconnected or something. Reconnected. What did I disconnect from? All the things? Oh, how come? Oh, sorry, Belinda. I gotta get the bot on for you. Sorry about that. Forgot. The multi-stream is new to remember. Sorry about that. So anyways, he was like this philosopher guy, and he tried to expose supernatural. And this was an excerpt from one of his books. Here it is. Lectures on Mystery Studies, published in 1893. That's crazy. 1893. And it said, what did it say? Possession cannot be entirely explained through our understanding of the physical world. And that makes sense, of course, because after all, possession and delusions are largely in the mind. They're largely caused by the mind. There you go. Okay, bot should be... Is it on there? Bot should be on there. Sorry about that. Friend of a friend. It's said in Japanese first. Tomodachi. No, Tomodachi. A good time, we're just starting this one. Okay. There are things... Oh, here we're going to talk about it again. There's phenomenon that you can't explain with common sense. Like possession. So I think this one, I guess this one is mainly about possession. I'll turn it down a little bit. I guess this one is mainly about possession, huh? I guess that is true. We can't explain it with psychology. Oh, there is an explanation. There are explanations given psychologically, but none of them really completely dismiss it. In the 1970s, there was a big boom, and even in Japan, of the Kokuri-san. It caused a lot of schools and organized groups were hysterical about it. Yeah, okay. So again, Kokuri-san is like the Ouija board. In Japan, there was, in the 70s, there was a big boom of people doing it and like saying that something happened, like somebody was possessed or somebody like attacked somebody after. Is really bizarre. But yeah, there were a bunch of headlines about that in the 70s in Japan. It is said that it's just like it's a thrill students can get with fortune telling, but there's a large danger that they need to be aware of. We open the door to demons and stuff, right? Is the idea. Fukuri-san, Fukuri-san, come out. Now, Persona, this is interesting. You like Persona. Persona opens this way, but they do Persona. They say Persona-san or something. I forget exactly what they say, but something like that. And they summon and they do a game just like this, but it's Persona. But they're talking to, they call it Persona something, right? In the very first one, they're like it opens with them, the starter kids in the first Persona game. They're in a classroom doing something just like this. Hey, let's stop. If we're gonna get suspended if a teacher finds us. Yeah. I don't remember all their names. Let me see what their name be. And there was also whatever that person's name is. Logic? Oh, we don't have logic board yet. Fuck, okay. I don't know their names. I know who they're talking about. Narumi, maybe? There's also Narumi. If I get the name wrong, we'll fix it later. What are you talking about? That was Narumi's fault. Yeah. Listen, if you don't want the same thing to happen to us, okay? If we don't want the same thing to happen, we need to keep going. Alright? Okay. If you want to end up like Sabe, who's that person? We'll get all the names in a minute. Fukuri-san, Fukuri-san, come out. Fukuri-san, Fukuri-san, come out, please. So it's like a Ouija board. They have a yen coin with a circle on it, and they ask it questions. Records and collections, case Ka-23, Fukuri-san. Uh-oh. Suicide. It was just after I got to work, we got the notice. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? It's not really out of the ordinary, is it? I'm working in the first detectives department anyway. Now, this is before we're involved in anything supernatural. We're opening, we're still just a regular cop, right? It'll go over all the story of who we are. But we're just a regular cop right now. We don't know anything about the supernatural yet. We haven't really experienced anything. We don't really know much about it. Now, I'm realizing Spooky Ghost kind of covers the thing a little bit, but it also kind of moves around a lot, so I don't know if it matters. But I could do this. I could do this. Make sure it's... Well, no, I don't know if that will be readable. I'll just leave it as it is. Just leave it as it is. Yep. So, and I became a detective. I'm a detective. Friday, 10:36 a.m. Something private school. Now this case has a very important meaning to me personally. Why? It's my first time actually going to a crime scene. My name is Junya Kazami. Detective Inspector Junya Kazami. Deputy Inspector. For the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Detectives Unit. This is, that's my rank. I'm a deputy inspector, and I've been put on the first detectives unit. But it hasn't been very long. I've only been there a couple months. I'm what you call a career cop. When I told my parents that I wanted to become a detective, both of them objected. Too dangerous, their only son going to work to be a cop. I understand how they feel, but it doesn't. I mean, they didn't want me to go, but I had to do it. And they pushed me so much, I basically left. I had to leave home. But I became a detective. And there's a reason I want to do this kind of work. I chose this kind of job. My parents don't get it. So, here it is. My first time out in an actual case at this private school. Hanamine High School. This is it. I can do it. I can do it. It says we're trembling with excitement. The word used there is like warrior trembling. It's kind of a wild word. Let's have Yoko look at that one. Kind of a wild word. It's not a word I'm really familiar with, but Yoko? Warrior trembling. Yeah, shaking with anticipation, tremble with excitement, try to stop a tremble with excitement. You can see the kanji is warrior, person, shake. So it's like battlefield, right? It's like the shaking for your first time on the battlefield. There you go. We can do it. I can do it. I can do it. What's the name of the place? It's a private school. It's Hanamine. It's outside. It's on the outskirts. It's a like charter school, I assume. Prep school. It's a prep school. The girl that killed herself was Ito Kaori, 3rd year, 4th group. 4th class. Let's say class for the group because that's what it means. It's like which class, which homeroom you're in. 3rd year in high school is senior. I'm pretty sure, right? It's 3 years, so it's a senior. 4th class. Ito Kaori. Okay. Do we have the logic board now? We do. Okay, there she is. This is the girl that killed herself. First clue. So why did she kill herself? What happened? She was 18 years old. So you definitely seen her. She hung herself. Alright, hold on. No, never mind. I said, skip the hang. She ended her own life is what it says. She dropped the curtain on her young life herself. That's what it says. She was 18 years old and ended her own life. But that should be the local detective's jurisdiction. It's not something that first detectives would come out for. Our job is to investigate murders. So, why are we here? Last week, on Thursday, you see, there was another suicide. That's why we're here. It's a series of suicides. Not only that, there's a bizarre thing about the death. That's why we came out. I got the report from the superintendent, principal, from the school principal in the library, which was also the crime scene. He's a perfect image of a distinguished older gentleman that's a principal. But obviously it's really taking his toll on him. His color wasn't looking good at all. I mean, of course, right? Of course, I guess. In these past, just a series of days, 2 people killed themselves. I mean, as a private school and the manager of the private school, I'm sure he's desperate to keep this from becoming public knowledge. I mean, maybe I'm imagining it, but even the school uniform and branding looks ragged. Kazami! Hmm? Who's yelling my name? Kazami. Kazami! The loud voice echoes out through the library. Oh, it's this motherfucker. You guys remember this guy? And there is my boss standing there, yelling at me, right next to a sign saying to keep it down. This is a library. First Detective Sasaki Noriyuki. It's my direct boss. He's a non-career cop. So to me, somebody like me, a career cop, I'm his enemy. So if you guys know, in Japan, there's 2 courses, right? Of 2 paths into the police force, like 2 types of cops. There's career cops, which is what we are, which means you go to like a detective school. I'm sure it's very hard to get in, right? I'm sure it's like you have to pass a test, like a really hard test or something. You have to get in, and then when you get out, you become a detective. You basically kind of skip, right? And then there's the regular path, which is you start as a beat cop and you work at a local precinct, and then you go up the ranks from there. So there's non-career is that, right? And then career is like you test into like a school, you go through a police academy kind of thing, a detective academy, and then, you know, depending on your results, depends on probably where you're assigned, that kind of thing. So he doesn't like us because I'm sure from that perspective, beat cops probably don't like some career cops because they probably think like they didn't earn it, I would think. You can't wait for Kagure to do the work. Yeah, we'll see Kagure any second now, I think. We should see his name. We should see Kagure any second now. So since I've been assigned to the First Detectives Department, all I've been doing is making coffees and getting him tea. That's all the tasks he's given me so far. I mean, it's fine, right? I'm new. I'm a trainee, basically. What do I expect? But finally, I got to see an actual crime scene, and I got a bad feeling about it, though. I don't know what that's about. I mean, do you think he called me all the way out here to get him tea? No way, right? Here we have a local detective, Kagure. Oh, here we go. Local detective Kagure. He can give you information about the first suicide case. All right, nice. He's from the Inui police station. I guess that's nearby where we are. So Kagure is a local cop working the case, and we're part of the First Detectives Unit, which is like serious crimes or something, right? Like major case. We're murders. We're homicide. But we're like but it's even beyond that, right? We're like major case squad or something. And then Kagure is just a local cop. He's not I say just, that's kind of rude to Kagure. Kagure is a local cop in at a precinct, a little precinct, but he's high rank, right? We'll find that out in a second. So I need you two of you to work together and work this case. That fine? Understood, Captain. So last week's case would be when they thought it was just a suicide. And so they had the local cops handle it. This is when the first detectives got introduced to the case, was after the second one. Because so now it makes sense to do a joint investigation. So of course, he wants me to work with him. In other words, I can translate what he's saying. This is really just the cover, kind of, right? This is just what he's saying. Really, the local cops are probably in the way. Just kind of a nuisance to the first detectives. Basically, it's a conflict over territory. Dogs and cats. Basically. See, even in, no matter where you go, there's always conflicts like this, like office, politics, different factions. You would think, even in this industry, even in the cops. Basically, we're supposed to just get out of their hair. That's why he's having me do it, right? I'm just supposed to get him out of his hair. That's how I would put it. What he's really saying is some more like, you're annoying, so why don't the two of you go off somewhere together? This is the real reason that I was called to be here, isn't it? I get it now. Kagure rules, though. Kagure is probably my favorite character in the whole game. I think Kagure rules a lot. Kagure rules a lot. Hold on, what's that? What's Kenbun mean? Oh, just okay. So now that after we get introduced, we get back to the crime scene. I mean, can't help it. Gotta say hi to the guy. Introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I am Metropolitan First Detectives Unit Kazami. Sorry, the Deputy Inspector Kazami. He didn't say sorry. I did that. Nice to meet you. So he takes a step forward and gives a salute, like a soldier, but he's like a good cop, right? Yeah, I think we have a picture of it. Yeah, he takes a step forward and does a salute. He's big. I mean, I thought he was tall, but the distance to the top of his hand. Now that I see the distance to the top of his hand, I have to look up. I'm 172 centimeters, so he's got to be what, 190? How tall is that we've looked this up before, right? What's 190 centimeters? Maybe wants to look it up in inches. And 172 too. What are we and what is he? I am detective, patrolman detective Kagure Soichiro of Inui Department Os. He always says Os all the time. You get used to that. Now, I've thought about translating it as something. I don't know. I don't know a good one for one. And it doesn't really matter. I think it's worth just keeping, I think. Os, he says all the time. I like it as is. And there's a reason he does it too. He does Os all the time because it's a martial arts thing. They do it a lot in martial arts. It's like charging up your chakras a little bit. They do it a lot in martial arts. They say os a lot. Os? What's up, Zoop? Oh wait, oops, I should turn off check-in. That's not supposed to be on. Hold on a sec. That's supposed to be on. Hey Zoop though. Welcome. Looks similar to an oil painting. It does, yeah. It does. I like the upgraded graphics in this one for sure. Okay, let me turn that off. Timer. Yeah, turn off the actual check-in too. It's not supposed to be on today. That's from the Super Robot Day. I mean, I could maybe have check-in as a thing, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Key off. There you go. Second, you should be off now. Yeah, it's untranslatable. Yeah, it's and there's not even really any. I mean, there's not really a reason to do it. It makes more sense to just leave it. It's one word. It means a specific thing. Might as well just leave it. Os? Also explain it here. Also explain it here. He has a sharp face. With a like a shortcut, sharp face. Or not sharp, grim. And he has a big. He's fit. We comment he's fit. He's large and fit. We say he's like trained, like a trained look, like he's built up. It means he's fit, right? What? What was that? Robot? Just you guys hear that? Where's that from? The fuck? Did you guys hear a robot talking somewhere?
Beta!
Yeah, he's scaring me to death. Yogo should be on. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, anyway. So he's fit, looks like he has a big body fit for physical activity. Judo, third dan. Kendo, third dan. Karate, second dan. So dan is above black belt. So it goes Q, right? Japanese ranks. If you ever play like Tekken or something online, they have it, or it's like some game that uses Japanese ranks. Qs are stairs up, or ranks up, levels up. And then you get up to black belt, right? And then you graduate, and then you have dan, which are steps above. So he's third dan, means he's 3 steps above black belt, as what we think of as black belt. In Japanese, though, they don't really do the belts like with the colors and stuff. I mean, I guess they do, I don't know, but they don't. When they talk about the rank, they do it this way. Q is the lower one, it goes up to whatever rank, right? And then you graduate, and then it's dan. So you go through the Q ranks, and then you get to the dan ranks. That's very impressive. It's very impressive. Brenda, lol. Brenda. Brenda, he says. With those lips, maybe. Well, I think it's just Japanese, I think. I have a girl in school called Brenda. Really. Hey, Riot, welcome. We're playing Yarigami today. We just started it. So far, I'm going to catch you guys up on the story. Brenda left, he says. So far, we're just meeting Kagure. We just showed up. This is chapter 1. Chapter 0 actually takes place somewhere in the future. This is our very first actual case. Really excited about it. And we're meeting Kagure for the first time. And he's telling us how he's a local cop and he's 3rd rank judo, kendo, karate. Karate. 2nd dan. And he's currently single. He's currently single. He's currently single. Nice to meet you, Chief. Right, I haven't called him Chief, right? Chief is it. What is this introduction? Who is this guy? My head hurts. My head hurts. Huh? What is it, Chief? Kugure? Can you stop calling me Chief, Kugure? You're older than me, right? No? And I can't. Sorry, I can't. You are, um, a detective inspector, and I am a patrolman. I'm a police sergeant. So ranks are absolute. Geo, are you Zilf? Been watching a StarCraft 2 streamer that does a voice for Zerg Queen, and the main one for Zerg Queens, and the main one is Brenda. Zerg Queens? I thought there's only one Zerg Queen. What do you mean Zerg Queens, plural? Zilf is maybe worse than a furry. I don't know much about it. Okay. Zoop and anybody else. We're also on Kick too. If you want to be on you, I mean whichever one you want to be on. Doesn't really matter. We're on all the things. If you want to, also be fine to be on just Simps too. If you want to be just there, you can be anywhere you want. Be anywhere you want. And my only concern about doing the multi-stream is I noticed that like the chats get a little weird. That's my only complaint so far with doing the multi-stream is people are all over the place in the chats and not everybody sees each other. And the bot repeating thing doesn't really work very well. But so I don't know. It's the only reason I'm like not totally sure about doing multi-streams for this stuff. Because the chats get all spread out and there's you know. So I don't know. Testing today, just seeing. And I don't know. Well, I hopped over here with Belinda, but I said hello and she went away. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. She just like checked in and disappeared. Yeah, not interested in Japanese horror, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. We're just testing it. Maybe I'll stop doing the multi-stream honestly, because like I was only doing it to like see if what was the deal with Kick, right? However, we did have like 11 people watching on Kick yesterday when I turned it off. And then I turned on the YouTube today just to see. But maybe I'm spreading myself too thin. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Yeah, Kick is fine. Yeah. Yeah, Kick is fine. Kick is fine. YouTube might be too much of a distraction. I don't know. Zoop, if you can't watch on YouTube, well, the Kick should be on. I do the Twitter one too. I don't know if I keep doing the YouTube or not. I don't know. And yes, golf tomorrow. Huh. But yeah, if you don't know, the Kick is also on. Okay. Rank is absolute. Back to Hiragami. He brings his big face closer to me. It says It says Gugui. I don't know what Gugui is. Yoko, what's Gugui? Gugui. I don't know what that means. Gugui. He brings his face closer. Gugui. Doesn't know either. Yoko doesn't know either. Oh, you know what I could do? I could send it to the robot. Robot might know what Gugui is. Send it to the robot. Today is golf. Nice. Stream also on Twitter. Yeah. I stream on Twitter too. I stream on Twitter, but I don't think chat works there. I've never seen anybody chat from Twitter. I don't know if it turns off or what the deal is with that. Yeah, it's also on Twitter too. It's on. I don't think. Do I link my Twitter on Kick? I think I do. He said that he came up close with his big face. Okay. Gugui implies a sudden motion akin to with a jerk. Oh, okay. Thank you, robot. This sentence conveys a scenario where the speaker is stressing his rank as being higher than that of another person, emphasizing hierarchy within a police station setting. Yeah, okay. I was just wondering about the Gugui thing. Okay, so Gugui means like with a jerk. Like he just gets closer, kind of like he shoves his face forward a little bit closer to us, right? Goo gooey. Um, Now he may look, or sorry, I may look older. He's talking, but I'm still 27. Huh? Huh? 27? You say? 27? Well, Chief, I'm not that much older than you, am I? Sure. Surprising though, no? Oh, because we said he's older than us, right? We said, why are you calling us Chief? You're older than us. And he says, I'm 27. I'm not that older. I'm not that much older. He looks, how old does he look? It comes up later in the game how old he looks. Um, how old does he look to you guys though? Just for fun. How old does he look? For some reason anxious as fuck. About anything in particular? Or what? What? 30s? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. 27 though isn't too, some people do mature like that. Um some people do mature like that. Well, that's surprising. So he's still in his 20s. Um and he's not that much older than me. Huh. I would think maybe, oh, I would think maybe he's been in the career like 20. It doesn't mean 20s. I thought maybe he'd been in his career like, nobody would doubt, looking at this man, no one would doubt if he told them that he has been a cop for 20 years. But apparently he's just a little bit older than me. Huh. Still, Kagure, both age and experience, you have more. Nope, can't. Rank is absolute. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, here's the thing. He's non-career, he's in his 20s, and he's already a sergeant, right? It's not bad. Proof that's actually excellent. That's proof he's excellent, actually. I guess he's skilled somewhere. What is it, Chief? He's looking at me with some concern. Oh, it's nothing. I go back to what I was thinking about. Well, what should we ask about? Which of the two cases should we ask about? The two suicide cases that we're here to look into. What should we ask about? Well, of course, that'll be the first case. No, sorry, that'll be the first case or the newest case. Which do you want to ask about, guys? One or two. So we just got called here because a girl killed herself, right? But there was another one a week ago, apparently last Thursday. Um, and so the reason we're here, we're First Detectives Unit. We're for murder, big crimes. Um, but it's clearly not just a, it doesn't seem like it's just a suicide since two of them have done it now. How do you stop? I do a lot of overthinking too. What are you talking about? Just gotta figure out all of it. Is it the eye thing? Are you sure it's all of it? Are you sure it's not the eye thing? When you go to the doctor with the eye thing? Are you sure that's not the thing? Because you were worried about that. I figure out how to get that in my head. Yeah. I'm hoping that watch with time my brain will fuck off. Old case. Okay. First case. Are you sure it's not the eye thing? My wound, my eyes, worrying about everyone dying. Well, I mean, um, yeah, I mean, I think about that sometimes. But like you're saying, there's really no reason to worry about that. Um, because I try to, for me, change, I try to change what I'm thinking about, I try to, I try to, it's almost cliche, but I try to be thankful for like what I have and stuff, right? I try to think that way, like if I can get, because that can get you out of your head with that stuff if you can think about it. Like, I don't know, think about good stuff and the stuff you do that you for sure get to do, you know, and you have, and um, things that make you feel better that you know, like you'll be doing, like, oh, I'll be going to, like, I don't know, what are you talking about? Going to a hotel where you get a view of the harbor. You know, I don't know. Think about stuff that makes you feel good, and not and purposely think about that stuff, and then it helps you feel like more positive and thankful and stuff, and that's a better place to be than worried and miserable. One of those things is inevitable. I like to dwell on things and spiral deep into a depressive state, which leads to self-isolation. Stop that, you guys. Stop that. Stop doing that. You don't like to do that. Stop doing that. Stop it. You don't like doing that. I was doing well when I was walking and doing things, but since I have to lay to let my wound heal, it's been really hard. Sure. I've thought about reading a book, or don't you have a Switch or something? Playing Shin-Chan game or something. Let's go with the old case. Right? Can you tell me about the first case that happened? Oh, well, I'll try to explain it clearly. Also, here's something you should be excited about. I just been watching dirt bikes. You also get to see Hayarigami. So, how can you guys even be depressed when you get to watch Cracky Reeds play Hayarigami as Spooky Ghost? The best Cracky Reeds that happens all year. Once it only happens once a year. Okay, true. Yeah, I'm just saying it happens once a year. It's a once a year special event. Okay? It's a once a year special event. So, no big deal. Well, eventually, we're going to get on the second one. But I wanted to recover all this. Also, so we have it on video. For anybody that wants to catch up, can watch it. Okay. According to Kagure, the first girl was named Hasabe Narumi. Oh, that was the same person. In the intro, when they said Narumi and Hasabe, that's the same person. That's her first name and last name. Narumi's her first name. Okay. When it opened up at the very start, some of you guys missed it. They were sitting around a table. These girls were sitting around a table, and they were saying, Kakuri-san, please come out. And then the one got scared. Was like, we shouldn't be here. The teacher might see us. I mean, we might get in trouble. The teacher sees us. And the other one's like, hey, you want to end up like Narumi? And then the other one, I don't know if it was a different person. They all just said Hasabe. But now I realize they're the same person. She was third year, which is senior in your fan. Third class. Here's the thing, the person we showed up about, the girl we showed up about was fourth room, not third room. It was last week on a Thursday after school. She had leaped off the top of the building, according to Kagure. It was the top of the school building. I saw it myself. This is Kagure talking, right? I saw the scene. I went to the scene myself. At the time, I thought it was just a suicide. At the time? So you're saying you have a different opinion now? As I'm asking the question, I can see Kagure's face getting paler. Oh, so right. Hayarigami, sorry. No, it's okay. I was like, oh, sweet. No, oh, sweet. What do you mean, oh, sweet? This game rules, right? Come on, try to enjoy it. Come on. This is one of the coolest games. You got no taste. You got no taste. You got no taste. You got no taste. No taste. No taste. No taste. I don't even know what a cool ass game is. I don't know. Oh, we have Kagure, man. You don't even like Kagure? Famigami is what Leafy would say. Mm-hmm. Guys, you don't even like Kagure? Come on, he says Os all the time. You guys are... You're bumming me out with this. You're bumming me out now. Come on. This is the best game on the planet Earth. So, whatever. Yeah. Well, 2 days after they did the autopsy, and here's the thing. They found there was barely any blood in her body. And sure, last week on Thursday it did rain heavily. Maybe the rain washed away the blood? That was the conclusion at the time by the doctor that was in charge of the autopsy. What is it that you like? About the game? Everything about it? What do you mean, what is it that I like? How do you not... Right, what is it that you don't like? Because that's an easier thing to narrow down. What is your problem with it? Why do you not like it? Is it because it's spooky? Oh, so it's a, that's a school. That's a hospital. It's a school hospital. School hospital. Maybe it broke the thing. Oh, no, it didn't. Yes, and the music, and the stuff you're saying. You don't like the music when it creeps you out? That's the problem, is you get creeped out. But that's enjoyable, it's always fun. Why do you like being creeped out, right? What? How come? Why do you like that? Why do you enjoy that? I was trying to get the name of the hospital. Kamone? Okay. Kamone Hospital it gives me. And, Matsuura. Dr. Matsuura at Kamone Hospital. Yeah, Kagure rules. It's November. We want cheerful Christmas stuff to help fight the seasonal depression. No, stop being wusses. This is endless Halloween. Okay? Yeah? No. Get spooky. Spooky's the best in Halloween. I mean, in Christmas. This is Thanksgiving. You should be thankful that we're not jumping off buildings like these girls at the Japanese school. Right? Put a Santa hat on Spooky Ghost. Okay, if I put a Santa hat on Spooky Ghost, so you guys like try to at least try to enjoy the game. I'll do that. I'll make a Spooky Ghost with a Santa hat. If that helps, I'll make a Spooky Ghost with a Santa hat. I was screaming last night and made all the dogs freak out. And Mike had to like grab me and yell, "It's okay!" I used to wake up with night terrors. Did I tell you guys that? I used to wake up that way a lot. I used to wake up screaming a lot. Yeah, I used to. It was often. It was an often thing. I used to do it. I used to regularly wake up screaming. Like from the whatever nightmare. Yeah. And then you should try lucid dreaming, right? Do you know how to lucid dream? You should try to see if you can. That'd be fire, and I would appreciate it. Okay, I'll make a Christmas themed Spooky Ghost. If that helps. It freaking sucked. Like, what the fuck? This never happened to me before. Really? Okay. You could try lucid dreaming. I found that helped me deal with that. How did I do it? How did I develop lucid dreaming? Well, what I would do is, before I would fall asleep, I would kind of like set the stage. Like I would make up like a world or something, and kind of like imagine myself in it, and like maybe like a couple of people in it, and then kind of just like imagine like a story and like imagine stuff happening. And then as I fall asleep, when I would drift off to sleep, then I would still be there, and then able to control it, you know? Like, it's like that's what I would do. You could try that. I don't know if it would help you, though. Well, you want me to smoke weed right now? I'm getting tips for Midnight. Why 10,000, Midnight? What does that mean? Midnight, what does 10,000 Sims mean? Why'd you tip me that? What are you thinking with that? I'll smoke weed, if that's what the tipping's for. But give me more info while you're giving me so much money. Thank you. Take 10. Are you kidding me right now? 10? Are you serious? It's 11. You kidding? You don't gotta. Right. Well, let's think. 10 is too much, right? But I should figure it out a bit. Here, let me. If I count every single, like, hit or like, instead of being overly, if I count every little, you know, inhale, 10 isn't too crazy. But maybe just count the bowls like 5. So do 2 bowls or something. That's crazy, bro. I'll do it though. Thank you, Riot. Thank you, Riot too. I'll smoke. Simpsons down, so 1 hit for 5k seems fair to me. Okay, so well, he gave me 11, and Riot gave me some. So let's say I smoke a bowl for all that, right? Say I smoke a bowl for all that. Okay. Let me load it. And I mean, that sounds fun. Sure. Belinda, we're playing this spooky game. I know you've never got to see it. It's like the X-Files. I'll talk about it while I'm doing this. It's like the X-Files, basically. But instead of, let's see if I can see the characters. Oh, you know what? I could pull up the guidebook to show you. Yeah, I can't see the characters right now. What will be the best way? We can look at the trailer. I'll put the trailer up. There was a trailer for the Switch version. We can look at that while I smoke weed. I actually really like the game. Some people hate it. I play it every year around Halloween. I'm actually trying to get through the first one. There's 3 of them. I've never played the second one. Ever. I've never got. Well, we've turned it on, but I've never beat it. Never beat it. This year. I want to. Everybody's hating it, but I want to play 1, 2, and 3 for a series I'm calling Endless Halloween. We're on the first one. Everybody seems mad at me about it though. So okay. I like it. I like doing it. But here we go. Okay. Here's the trailer for it. Okay, so this is a trailer for the Switch version. Oops, sorry, over. Which is 1, 2, and 3 all packaged together. Oh, uh-oh. Gotta catch my screen. It's drifting away from me. There we go. The Origami till March, guys. I rather enjoy it. Gio likes it. Gio likes it. I had one of those dreams. I became a giant. A lucid dream. Nice. I became a giant in the water and slowly turned back to stop these shadows from going forth. Sure. That sounds cool. They do get kind of abstract in nature, right? Lucid dreams can be kind of abstract and weird. Have we seen the ones of these after this one? I tried to play 2 last year, Riot, but I didn't. The OCR thing. Okay, so because it's so text heavy, right? It's nice to have something to help me look up words. And so last year, I tried this OCR software thing, and I kept running into trouble, and it kept crashing, and it basically made it really frustrating, and I didn't get very far into. But I did show you 2 a little bit last year. But it wasn't in a way that'd be positive, so. Alright guys, back in this bowl. Oh, oops, let me play the video. So they're talking about, they heard about a friend of a friend. FOAF. This game, why I like this game a lot. I know some people, the reason I like it, I can explain why I like it so much. Because it's like X-Files, where you're like exploring this weird stuff, but instead of aliens, it's Japanese folklore that's at the root of everything. And you get to learn all this shit about Japanese folklore and about like just Japan in general, because it's like, you know, it's slice of life in a way too. You get like it's like a police procedural, but it's spooky and it's weird. And I like learning all this stuff. I like how it sets the tone. I like how spooky it is. Ryan apparently doesn't like spooky, but I enjoy some spooky stuff like this. All right, let me start smoking here. Oh, so that's describing folklore there. Urban legends. I don't know too at all, but I remember all of this now that you're showing that. Yeah, this is a trailer. I was in space. That scared the living fuck out of me. It's like a remote beach, mostly surrounded by high rock walls that you can't utilize without tools and insane tunnel currents. Sure, so like a hard to reach place. Wonder what if that means something. You know something wild that I'll tell you right now? So there's Hiyarigami 1, 2, 3 here, right? I'm going to show you something after this that's going to blow your mind. Going to blow your mind. What is this other thing? Santora. Going to blow your mind. I promise. That's the main guy right there. That's Junior Kazami there. Go back a second. That's what we look like. That's us. I don't know what this little thing is. What is it? Added scenarios, audio drama, mini games. Oh, okay. I haven't unlocked the mini games. I don't romanticize online. Currents of people romanticize online those light blue waters, but are very near these tunnel-sucking vortexes into space with no escape. Sounds kind of scary. I don't think if I wasn't a giant, I'd have been so confident. Well, that's right. So I wonder what that means. Look some more. Those are all the characters. Hold on, let me tell you about them. That's Junya Kazami, main guy. That's who we are. That's the. Now, even though it's X-Files, the main guy, the main cops don't really track to Mulder and Scully at all. Who does is some of the other characters, but the main characters don't, right? Junya Kazami is just kind of like, well, he's a funny guy, I'd say. He's kind of like he's like an introspective, kind of funny guy, kind of satirical, kind of dry wit kind of guy. He's pretty smart. He's the viewer surrogate in a way, right? But he's a pretty smart guy. And then Kagure is a tough guy that's scared of ghosts. A tough guy that's scared of ghosts. There's more to him, but that's the basics of him. So there are the two of us, and then that is our boss. Well, she will be our boss. She's not yet, not currently in the story. That is our brother-in-law. Well, not brother-in-law, adoptive brother. Our family adopted him. I forget his name. Kurosaki, I think, something like this. Kurosaki. He's a weird guy. He majored in folkloristics, and his parents were killed when he was young in some weird way or something. No, his dad was in records and collections, I think. Right? Records and collections is the department we're in. It's the weird department connected to like like this secretive Japanese group of elites that look into the supernatural stuff, and they're different factions. But anyways, his dad, I think, was in it. I think yeah, I think so. And that OBS disconnected again, huh? I wonder what disconnected when OBS disconnected. Was it all of them? Was it Sims? Weird. But anyways, he majored in folkloristics. He's a folkloristics professor. And there is his ex. Well, they never really dated, but that was kind of his ex-girlfriend. What is her name? Hitomi something. she's known to be really pretty. It doesn't really capture in this picture, but in some of the other pictures you can tell. She's known to be quite attractive. Kagure has a crush on her. Hitomi something. She's our brother's ex-girlfriend. They dated, well, they never admit they dated, but they probably dated in college. Um, but didn't really date. Like they were like for whatever reason they're both married to their job. I mean to their interests. She is a um she's a doctor slash forensic slash she does autopsies, right? She's a doctor and she does autopsies. Um she's like the Scully, and our brother is the Mulder. If there's an equivalent in this series. Our brother is Mulder and she is Scully. It was just black screen for me. Well, it should be back up now. It definitely went down. I don't know. Maybe Sims is fucked out though. Let me check. I don't know where this is. Why I say page 12? I don't know. Sims. It's back up. Yeah. Why am I seeing? It's good now. Why is the chat on the side there? Oh, because it's moved over. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's Hitomi something. Shikibu. That's her name. Shikibu. I remember Shikibu. I don't remember. This one looks like it has more color. Well, this trailer here. Well, okay, so the original version I played way back in the day was like the PS2 version. A Switch version came out, which we're playing now, and it has all of them stuck together. And this is a trailer for the Switch version, and also I guess it has mini games and stuff. Oh, that's we know her too. Hold on, that's what is her name? Yuka. I'm trying to pause it on her. That's Yuka. She's a supernatural reporter. She looks young. She's not that as young as she looks. She's like 21 or something, right? She's like, she looks younger than she is. She like just graduated or something. She might be younger than that. She might be like 18 or 19. I don't exactly remember. It'll tell us when we meet her. But I think she's 21. Something like this. She's a supernatural reporter, but not because she believes in supernatural, because she wants to find out what happened. Because when she was a kid, when she was in high school, she went on a trip and a girl that was her friend disappeared in front of her face, she says. And she wants to figure out what the hell's going on, and nobody will believe her and nobody will talk to her. She's an interesting character. I think she's kind of, in that picture, she looks a bit younger, so it's kind of weird to say, but in a way, she might be the love interest for the main guy. She doesn't always look that young, though. This is a girl introduced in 2. I forget her name. That is another guy in 2, I think. The guy up here, coming up on the right, is the Weasel guy. I forget his name, but we'll be meeting him eventually. There we go, that's Junior Kazami. It's us. That's Kagure, Soichiro, of course. Our boss. I didn't know they did a thing like this. Ronko is her name. That's, oh, there it is. It is Kirisaki. It's Kirisaki is his name. Kirisaki Suime. That's his name. Our brother. Now, I like the brother a lot. I dig him. I resonate with him. I feel empathy with him. I feel similar to him in a way. Because he has this thing. If you look at his tie, the way he dresses tells you a lot about him. He is he's somebody that likes, okay, in Japan, it's weird to be dressing like he does, right? Because he's somebody that is like the oil to Kagure, if Kagure is water. Kagure's all form, all correct manners, things like that. He likes just being like purposely poking at people and trying to make them uncomfortable, and seeing how they tick. Like this is why I'm saying why his dress shows that, is because he doesn't really care about mannerisms. He doesn't really he doesn't really care to fit in, right? He doesn't really want to. In fact, he wants to be odd to make it like so he can mess with people better, you know. But he's not like a psychopath or anything. Um, he's a cool guy. I like him a lot. Look at that call, bro. I like the guy a lot. I like I like his brother a lot. He's my favorite character. Um, what about giant shadow sharks? Shadow sharks in the crazy island dream thing. I think it's sucked into those too. And, like, unless you're deep sea cave exploring, one should be okay. But that being said, no water is safe. Yeah, the ocean is horrifying. From sharks, because like I said, they can get sucked into the system just like us. Sometimes it spews you back, sometimes it doesn't. So you've had the same dream multiple times, Belinda? Interesting. Yeah, there's the other girl that I don't know yet. This is Yuka. I don't know the guy on the left there either. I think he's smoking. It's just describing the systems in the game here. Courage points. So if you don't know, some questions take courage points to do. The idea is that there's some limitations to what you can do in the story, right? Like the path. If you waste all your courage points on stupid things, then it's going to be harder to do the ones you need to do. But generally, you don't really have to worry about it too much. It only comes up where you actually could run out a couple times in the really long cases. In general, it's not much you have to worry about. This is the logic board, right, where you place. So at the end of every case, we'll see when we beat one, you have to put connections, explaining everybody's connection. You have to pick the right thing, and then you have to pick, like, that's basically it, right? You have to fill in all the blank things to show that you got the logic right, that you understood what happened in the case correctly. No, not this one. This is one. Okay, that's what. How do you know? I mean, how are you so sure about, like, where the vortexes, like what the vortexes will do and all that kind of stuff, Belinda? Have you thought about it since then, or like, because why I ask is because, like, a lot of times my dreams are too abstract to be sure, like to remember certain things like that, or to be sure of certain things. That's why I ask. I have always had a dream where I'm in a car and it's either in park or my foot's on the brake, but it keeps rolling. Yeah, I've had a dream like that. I think that's kind of a common dream, like the flying ones. I think that's actually a really common dream, right? I've definitely had that dream. Yeah. Like asking a woman her age takes courage. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Gio. Yeah. I do wonder if I did anything useful on another plane, you know? Sure, it's worth one. I mean, if it was a like when people take DMT and they say they see another reality. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about the concept of, like, okay, I have this theory I'm thinking about. I told the groom yesterday, but I don't think I explained it very well. I was thinking, what if time, okay, let me tell you guys. Let me hit this one more time, and then I'll tell you. See, that's the codex, that's our database. It says, well, all the things in the game get put into this database that you can look up, and I like that part of the game a lot too. I'll show it to you in the game in a minute, but you can look up any concept that is mentioned in the game in there. It's like a codex. It's like a almanac. It's very cool. Especially, bro, because I like learning about Japanese culture. You guys do too. I don't know, you know, why I stick in the mud about this game, but it has all this stuff about Japanese culture, and then also has like this paranormal weird stuff that you wouldn't learn in just anywhere. And then also it has like conspiracy theories from the Japanese perspective based on the American perspective or the English perspective. That's awesome too to see, right? Like when they talk about like the CIA and shit. It's from the Japanese perspective of a conspiracy in the American perspective. That's really interesting. Anyway, I love the Codex thing. Okay, I'll tell you my time theory thing. I'm almost done with this bowl. I'm getting close. Okay, so I was thinking, what if time is like fuel? What if time is like fuel? Okay, follow me a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if this idea is totally stupid, but I was thinking about it. What if time is like fuel and it gets used, right? And when there's not that much of it, it goes really slow. This is a do you guys understand space time? Like how when there's real dense objects, really dense gravity, it causes time to slow down. So I was thinking, what if it's like fuel, okay? And wherever what time is like not exactly a substance, but I was thinking maybe it does take up space, even though we don't know it does, even though we can't measure it, and it fills up. I'm thinking it's like it fills up any empty space, um, and that's why things that are really dense, things that are really heavy in space time, don't have much room around them, and so there's not much time around it. And now you may be saying, you may be thinking, well, if it's fuel, isn't it being used up? Yeah, I'm wondering about that. What if time, since it exists all the time, the same, it is like you can't tell it's being used. It is in a way being used. If you were outside of our space time and you observed, maybe you could tell. Or maybe it's so slow that maybe it's so slow that you can't really measure the fuel going down. Or it could be that time, like I'm saying, is an absolute, and so it doesn't really change, even though it is being used basically, but in some way that we can't measure or understand because we're inside the thing. You guys, what do you think about that idea? I don't know. I like basically space time, right? Picture the space time like a 3D map where like a planet pushes down space time, right, to attract for the gravity. That's gravity. You guys understand that? I mean that part's like just space time, right? That's general relativity. Um, but like imagine the part that's not pushed down is filled up by time, and then if there's a bunch of time there, um, it goes faster, like a thing having more fuel. And then if it doesn't, I know this is like reverse of what everybody thinks. Um, But I don't know. The idea came to me, and it makes kind of sense to me. But I gotta tell Grim or something. Explain it to Grim. It makes sense to me as a possible theory, but I don't know enough about the fucking thing to know if I'm just stupid. You know, like the fucking flat Earth guy, right? He's just stupid. He doesn't get the thing in the first place, and he's thinking about stuff, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Right? He's just kind of dumb, and he doesn't know he's dumb. I don't want to be that. If my idea is good, I would like to know if figure out if it's good at all. It's just a random idea I had though. Calm down, Glovehead. Do you get the fucking time idea? Like, okay, that time is fuel. Here's the important pieces of to understand what I'm thinking. Time is like fuel, okay? Time like fuel, but not like fuel. Kind of like a battery charge, okay? And in that, when there's very little of it, it slows down. It slows down. Because like I understand the space time theory kind of explains this by the weight of it slowing down time. But what does that mean? Is like how does that work? How does that like I don't really maybe I'm not getting that part of relativity, but how does that work? Like why does it do it still? Like I can see saying it does it, right? But why does it do it? Well, what if time? It's just because it's like a charge and or fuel. I think fuel is better. Think of fuel. Um, if there's not very much, it slows down a lot to conserve. And then time is just like It's also the explanation for antimatter and why there's all this like weight or whatever when we all this missing number, this missing amount. in space, right? Of substance. Maybe that's time. Maybe time is a substance we can't measure. We don't have the tools to measure it, but it exists maybe in a way we can't touch. But doesn't it make sense? Because time has to, from our experience, from our condition, time has to always exist the same amount, kind of, like basically an absolute, for us to experience time, right? That makes sense. So that could be why it doesn't actually go down. It just moves like water or something, moving something around. Flow hat? Whatever. Man, I think this might be a good idea. I know I'm explaining it really high, but thought about it like all week. I've been thinking about this. Whatever. What? Search for the man? You can just do that? How do you do that? How do you do select mode? I didn't know that existed. Maybe it's not for this one. Maybe it's not for the first one. Can you just play this one? It's flat, by the way. You really think so, Belinda? I don't think so. Flat seems too ridiculous. I trust Galileo, bro. He's my Italian brother. And I'm sorry, I'm sticking with the Italians. So, oh, you can't do that? No, I can. I can, and I will. Sorry, I'm trusting Galileo on this. Racist? Yeah. In that I'm pro-Italian. Yeah. I mean, aren't you pro your whatever thing you are? I'm not anti other ones though, right? But what's wrong with being pro the one you are? Nothing. I'm not wrong on this. Whatever thing you are, you can be. Yeah, your heritage, right? Um, you can be pro that. Of course you can, right? That's not crazy. It's not like I'm saying anything else sucks. I dig other things, other cultures. I love fucking Japanese shit. So what the fuck? How am I racist? In actual, that's not what a racist is. Come on. That's just natural. That's just normal. Last thing I was pro that you shit right on top of my head with the Arcadians. No, I wasn't. Here's the thing. I was that's not true that I was shitting on you being Arcadian. That's not true. I was shitting on like some claim you were making about them, which like sounded ridiculous to me. It wasn't. There's nothing wrong with that part. I'm sorry if I gave that impression. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So I apologize. I don't think I meant that if you took it that way. Me thinking of it now, I don't mean that. You mean Arcadian, right? At the time I said something about it being Arcadian, or you said something about it. It's not. It was the specific claim or way you were putting it that I objected to, not having pride at all towards the thing. But pride isn't a good word. Pride isn't a good word. I might have used pride too, but I don't know if pride really works. I think it's not pride, right? It's just like those are my ancestors, or I'm connected to them in this way. Their choices led to my existence, right? Like that's worthy of respect or something, right? Isn't that weird about that? Yeah, when I referred to Arcadians as we, maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I think there's something else that you're not going to remember that actually bothered me about it, so you can't tell it to me. Because look, hey, here's how your memory works. I'll play the game, okay? I have smoked this bowl. It's your fault, guys. I'm not done. I need to hit the thing one more time. There's some part of it that bothered me. Your memory is going to remember what stuck out to you, how you interpreted it, and you interpreted it as me going after that part. So that's what you're going to remember the parts to explain that. So you're not going to remember the part that actually bothered me. That makes sense? I got convinced, not gonna lie. You think flat Earth for real? I don't know. I don't buy the thing. I don't think the guy knows what he's talking about. Belinda, I watched the Sam Hyde thing. We watched the Sam Hyde thing yesterday. I did a multi-stream, but I didn't think of doing YouTube yesterday. But we were watching the Sam Hyde. I don't think I could have watched it on YouTube actually. We were watching the Sam Hyde thing. So something we watched yesterday. And he had the guy on, one of the big flat earthers, and he's talking about it, and he talks about the perspective thing, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Here's my problem why I don't think flat earth is real. Okay, if you, like in the desert, like here in Nevada, go to California and you see the very edge of the horizon, my issue is that when you go forward, you see things come up and come around, kind of like they get taller, like you see the tip of a building. There's like the city come up. You see Vegas come up, kind of, in a way. You see things, these high things, come up at the edge of the horizon. I don't understand how that's supposed to work. And then I listened to him trying to describe it. And he says, the atmosphere compresses. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense what he's saying. Atmosphere compresses. Like, people can try to meme on it and be like, oh yeah, he's flat earth anyway, if you want, whatever. But I don't understand what you're understanding there. Can you what is the atmosphere compressing mean? And why do I see what I see, and you're telling me it's wrong? You're telling me what I see is wrong, basically. For what? For this crazy theory. I don't get, guys, I'm sorry. I think people are falling for some kind of trap here. I don't think it's real. And I try, come on, I'm the most open-minded guy out there. I try to think of things and say, could this be real? I've tried. I'm trying now. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense with my experience of the world. So what do I do with that? Or fog? Yeah, but but on the desert there's no fog. There's nothing like that. It's clear as day. The air is so dry. This is why I use this specific example, because where I've seen it a bunch. And you can see to the edge. You can see as far as possible for you to see, because it's flat. That path is just flat. And most of the valley is flat. So like we see the edge, and that's as far as we can see in a lot of directions. There's a couple, like, because it's a bowl, but certain sides, there's eventually like a mountain range you'll see, but it's not really mountain ranges, they're like hills, but they're like way out there, right? If you're going to Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. And that's most directions kind of, but there's also a direction where you just see land. And if you go that way, even in the city, like even it's harder to see in the city because of all shit blocking you. But I don't even have to go out of the city to experience what I'm talking about and see something at the very edge of the horizon come over the horizon in a way that doesn't make sense with this weird compression theory. And I don't understand what I'm missing. And you say, if I'm dumb about this, okay, but I just don't get how that works. I just don't get it. Me, all I do is speak truth in front of the globe. Look, maybe I'm dumb, man, but come on, I understand a lot of shit, man. I'm really good at understanding things. Come on, I'm pretty good at that. Give me credit for one thing. That's good. I'm good at that. And you're telling me, I don't get it, man. It seems made up. It seems made up, man. I've thought about it for real, and it seems fake. I'm sorry. Maybe if I could talk to the guy, I could be gaslit too and programmed into some cult believer like you guys. Maybe. Oh, I want to show you something. One thing. There's still one more hit in this fucking bong. I want to show you guys something you won't believe exists. So, guys, we have 3 Hayarigamis, right, to finish. Now you might be thinking, okay, so there couldn't possibly be more than 3 games in the series, right? That's what you're thinking to yourself, right? Correct? Shin. Oops. Shin Harigami. 1, 2. There's 3 of them. There's 6 games in total. There's 6 of these games. They made 6 of these games, man. Well, that's crazy, no? This one's a girl. It started a girl instead. I don't know if that's cool or lame, right? Probably gay. These are probably worse. These ones probably kind of suck because they're more new. They're probably gay, but they could still be fun. They look kind of... The art style is not as nice, but it could still be... It's still creepy. It's more... I don't know. It's more like manga inspired, it looks like. Right? Trying to be more manga-like, or... Shin Harigami. 2. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. This one's not in the trailer though. But they made 1 and 2 as like a pack, I think. They came out in weird order. Anyways, there's 6 of these games. How am I ever gonna play these? I'm gonna die before I ever get this done. My stream is too ambitious, bro. I can't do it. I can't. Well, no, I can. We'll do it, but... Really. Can you play Sonic with Bubsy music? Yeah, I can play that stupid game. Not right now. I'm doing an episode of... We're supposed to... If I didn't smoke some weed... I gotta play the Harigamis, okay? I gotta. Okay, that's clear now. I smoked, that's it. I'm up to the limit of smoking, of what I owed. Okay, I made it. Let's play the game still. Yeah, it's gonna be hard a little bit. I'll be a little slow maybe, but I can still read this game. This game rules, bro. Alright, let's play. Game rules. I don't want to play. I'll play Sonic the Gay Hog. Whatever stupid thing. Whatever dumb platformer piece of poop. Here's the thing. I don't get why people like those games that much though. But I will play Sonic because it's fun. It's okay. I never played the fan game. What's it called? Sonic. Okay, I don't know if anybody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Sonic had a fan game a couple years ago, like that was made into a real game that they like sold. I didn't play that one. Maybe that's cool. Maybe that would be cool. What does anybody know what it's called? Sonic Mania? Maybe? It's Sonic Mania. I could play that. I know of him because of Owen Benjamin. He is good. I don't know what he's changed. I like him. I can't find a vid. Those vortexes will drag you under. I want to hear about the vortex thing. Belinda, I think the vortex thing's interesting. The 4 things exploded in that community as communities do. Yeah, no, they're dumb. I don't like big communities. I like small communities. I'm only into bigger communities that can be broken into smaller communities, like decentralized. I hate big communities now. I don't even like that I have to use some, like Twitter. I think eventually it'll be more ad hoc communities. Like Twitter, I think is working towards that with the AI. So it's like it'll kind of like put together a community, but all of our communities will be separate. So like it could work, but I don't know. It's worth trying. Musk is smart for trying it. I think it makes sense. It makes logical sense. Where is the game? Okay, I see the game on the capture, but let's see it on the screen. Did I fuck something up? Uh-oh. Okay, first check. How many copies of OBS do I have? Okay, just 1. So is it just bugged? Yeah, I got it, guys. Technical malfunction. Please, let's put some music on. Here you go. 1 sec. Technical malfunction, guys. Technical malfunction. I gotta restart OBS. Enjoy music from Jesus, the video game. Jesus, the video game. We have a full playthrough of I Think Jesus 1 and 2, starring J.V. Garfield, on the YouTube. If you've never seen them, that's crazy, man. You guys might. There's great episodes of Craggy Reads. We gotta find a way to organize those. There's lots of good ones in there that are worth watching, even if you've never seen them. Like I Think Jesus. See, watch Jesus, man. Jesus rules. 1 and 2. I think I did 2 too. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I'm unsure. I gotta beat it, I think. As J.B. Garfield. Yeah. I think so. Okay, is it working now? Those are good episodes, bro. They gotta be. Cause that's a great game. They gotta be good episodes. Now, I have a lot of good episodes that are up on YouTube, I'm thinking. I enjoyed the Morph music, and prompt. People like that or hated it. It's what kept me there. Well, there's a lot of games that I'm the only person that played them. Some Globe Earth Sniper. I guess so. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. There's some games online in Japan, from Japan, that I'm the only person that played the game, right? Or there's maybe one other like a long play or something, maybe one translation play, but I'm like the other option. There's some games like that on YouTube, right? So I should definitely fix their titles and like playlists and stuff, right? I should go back and I want to fix the wiki up. So there's gotta be a way to do it with AI, like have AI scan them all, transcript the transcript of all of them and figure out what's in them. There's gotta be a way I can do it automagically, and just like build the thing out, and then you can browse it however you want. There's some good stuff in there. I'd want to watch some of the stuff again instead of playing it. Is a skit Owen vocalized during a stream and someone turned it into a tune? Okay, I'll watch that. I don't know who these people are that you're talking about, but I will watch it. I have no idea, but whatever. I don't care. I never know anything people online are linking me. Never know any of it. Oh, I gotta like copy and paste. That's why it's not up already. Because I had to copy and paste and then I forgot because. Oh, it's playing, but the thing isn't on. Oh no. Damn it, man. Okay. Oh no, guys. Guys, we have a serious problem here. Why would I capture the thing? It broke again, bro. Oh, there it goes. Take the shot, retard. Uh-oh, he said retard. You know what's funny about retard? People get really upset with you if you say retard. I love the word retard. Don't get mad at me. I don't mean anybody that is mentally disabled, because that's messed up. I mean people that are retarded by the public school system when I say retard. I mean people that have been held back because of the systems of education. I'm using it in a whole different way, but I love it though. And that it makes people so mad that they think like I would be using it that way, like it's like they can't even see that somebody else might not be doing the most evil thing possible when they're doing something, but they just think that way, right? That if anybody could be, if there's any part of the intention using the negative dialectic that could be perceived as offensive to anyone, you're a valid target. But it's just retard. It's just retard, man. That's retarded that people are so butthurt and like weird. Like they act like I'm Charlie Kirk all of a sudden and aim a gun at me, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? All of a sudden I'm getting the Charlie Kirk picture with poor guy getting his shot in the neck. Like they're just trying to shoot me with a gun. Oh, okay, cool. That really convinced me.
But that would mean
I'll stop saying retarded now. Gun to my neck.
Neil
Bro, online is crazy now.
deGrasse Tyson is wrong, and you miss every single.
That's why I want I like decentralization, because people aren't going to be that crazy if you're in like smaller groups where like the problem is like the crazy people like link up, right? And they make these teams of destruction. All these people, and they're really hateful, evil people, basically. They just go at people and just like try to hurt them emotionally. It's wild online.
Shot when we do this. If we miss this shot,
But if it was decentralized, people would be forced to be held accountable a bit more and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's like if you have a little community and you want to stay in it, then you're gonna own up to mistakes and things, and that's good, right? So you want little communities instead of just like everybody in a big. Okay, centralized, it's too casual. The interaction between other people is too casual. It's too weak of a connection to mean anything, really. And so that sucks because we're not designed to work that way. So you got to have smaller communities where it's like a tribe, basically. So decentralize everything as much as you can in a way that makes sense. But still, it's not like you ban people from talking to people far away. But make it like sending mail, like you still use email, but like make email a thing. You know, you need to know someone's email address, so some way you have to find a way to connect to that person. I think that would be way healthier for everyone mentally. Decentralize into small groups that make sense, like 100 people or so. Or maybe you could go up to maybe a couple thousand. I don't know. Like these ideas, you'd have to test it, right? I don't know what the limits are, but the way it is now is definitely bad. It's horrible. It's the worst possible thing you can be on. People have no idea because the attention market, all ad money controls everything, right? So it's all design. It doesn't give a fuck about your brain, about what's going to do to you. It doesn't. Nobody gives a fuck. You're a commodity, like the Matrix. The Matrix is in. I know it's people act like it's a fake metaphor or whatever, but it's a really good metaphor because your brain is a battery. Like this is the part people don't get is a metaphor too. Your brain watching this shit in a way is a battery, and then it's a commodity that they are buying and selling, and everything is designed around buying and selling your battery in your head. So the money that they're making is like coming from you like a battery, right? You are plugged into the Matrix in real life, and they're sucking you dry, right? And they're taking your time and they're taking your attention and they're just stealing it into this fake system just to make them money, right? And it's all designed that way. That's everything. It's fucking nuts.
Our location will be blown. We've been here for 4 days shitting in little cans. Tell me.
Did you look at the John Bush I emailed about? They were supposed to be forming those. I don't know. Maybe I missed the email, Blinda. I'll check. I don't know. I might have missed it. I try not to miss emails, but sometimes I just, didn't check in and it's down there and then I don't see it. I'll check.
Globe, Earth, sniper. I can see the mirage. No, that's the target. Must be a mirage.
What is happening in this? There's two guys in the bush.
Well, I've done the calculation.
And one guy called the guy a retard.
8 inches per mile squared.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to see him. It's a mirage. I'm not taking the shot.
It's a mirage. I don't think you say mirage like that, bro.
Like every sniper just shoots people. That's a fucking mirage. Or that means Neil deGrasse Tyson, the bike thief with the answers.
Where'd the video go?
Is somehow misleading.
Did you say bike thief? Remember people used to say that, those kind of jokes? Remember that? Once upon a time.
Okay, if you factor in the curve. This is clearly a mirage.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I broke the cartoon in the middle. That's my bad. Alright, I think we can finally play this game now. Guys, where are we? We're in a library. A girl died. Guys, you gotta be more, less talking, less smoking weed, and more solving cases. Okay? It's bro. There's a dead lady on the screen. Jesus Christ! Hold on. Okay. Last week. Oh yeah. Okay, so Kagure. Let's get back into what's happening. Kagure is telling us about the first girl to kill herself. Holy moly, this video is blacklisted on YouTube. Turn it down. This video is not allowed to be watched. I've said suicide and killed herself a million. But I can't, I gotta translate the thing. I can't say baby words for this. This is the story. They're done, they're killing themselves. Right? It's a horrid story. But I mean, that's the story of the game. That's what you're uncovering, the mystery of. And yeah, but that's what horror is, right? Is confronting those ideas in like a safe way too, like an interesting way that's not it titillates, is that the word? Because it's like something interesting. Anyway, so first girl. Okay, he's telling us about the first girl. It was Thursday last week, and it was a heavy rain. So the doctor at the college the college hospital, he determined that the water just like washed away her blood, but the body had a significant amount of blood loss. The girl had jumped off the building last Thursday. And so at the time, they're saying it was just a loss of blood. But what I'm wondering is, did they find the same thing to be true this time? Because what happened to the second girl? Right? That's the question now, is what happened to the second girl? Because is that similar? Because then that means that's wrong. Can get you in trouble too. Oh yeah, don't. Well, that's why I stopped. Well, that's another reason I stopped putting it on. The other reason is also privacy, and also if there's a bunch of different chats, it's still kind of confusing. I might do like a TT. Well, I'm probably gonna make Yoko work in all of them. That's what I should do, right? Then if people really have a message they want to get to the other sides, the other rooms, there's a method. Yeah, I'll make Yoko work in all the different chats. I think that's a good idea. Or maybe more TTS too, like other sound stuff. Make them work in all the ones. I gotta figure out. I was figuring out how to read Simps chat. I gotta get back at that. But that's another idea, right? TTS. Yeah, it's a good idea. Okay. I gotta build that for all the options. Make sure everybody can use Yoko, the sound clips. Then that's a way to communicate back and forth. And then if I don't want it on, I just turn it off. Like if there's some reason, like it's a tense moment or something, like no interruptions, I need to get this done, then I just turn the whole thing off. Okay, so that's what they did. That's what they were done with. They concluded it was suicide. They washed out her blood. But was there enough rain to wash away her blood that much? Oosh. I thought that myself. But I didn't think a pro was wrong, you understand? So he just trusted the doctor. He said that doesn't really make sense. But he trusted the doctor because it's a doctor. That's kind of a weakness for Kagure, right? That's kind of a weakness. I gotta turn her up though. I'll have to figure out what to turn up specifically to make her louder. But yeah, I'll turn it up. Okay. Yes. Okay, let me just go to the next one. I already translated that. Oops, I missed that one. There's a way to go back, right? There you go. So we arrived on the conclusion of suicide. And Right, and because Kagure is like that about authority. Yeah, he thought he could just trust the doctor. But here's the thing: what would he have done, even if they knew, that it was weird that her blood was like missing? Would they really jump to murder, or would it just be like, I don't know how that happened? Like, what would you even think if a body was missing a bunch of blood? What would you even think if you were the doctor? You're like, what the fuck is this? I don't know why he's missing a bunch of blood. But I don't think you'd necessarily jump to foul play, right? What would you think? Maybe try to come up with some other options. Oh, and by the time Kagure thought to bring something up, the body had already been burned. Already taken to the family and burned. Wow, did they do that really quick, I guess, huh? Because that was last Thursday, and then he thought of asking, like, I don't know how many days after. It's a week later now. It's Friday, I think. Maybe Saturday. It's Saturday. I think the girl dies on Friday, and it's Saturday. It'll say at some point. Kagure, can you tell me about the second one? Yeah, we need to know about the second one. Oh, happily. I don't know if you should say, you don't know if you should say happily too much, bro. Right? Okay, so the second one, is, what is her name again? Hold on. When I don't know something like this, you can go here, and it'll tell you the reading there. Okay, Ito Kaori. It's right there in the parentheses. Is the eye tracker on? No. Did I break it? It should work, but it doesn't, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about the eye tracker right now. So Ito Kaori, she killed herself. Third year. Yeah, that's her name. Ito Kaori. That's the second girl? Yeah, okay. Second girl. She was in the hallway with her guts ripped open. So it was like they do in the like Japanese samurai and shit do. She cut her what the fuck though was she used to do that? That's wild. It says abdomen laceration, it says, yeah. I mean, like she took a knife or something and stabbed her in her abdomen. That's gruesome, man. It's gruesome that they do that in Japan at all. It's super gruesome to think of a school doing it. I mean, a student, like a 18-year-old probably, right? Yeah, 18-year-old doing it. That's wild as hell. And her hand was covered in blood. Now I get why you guys are saying that it's like it's getting near Christmas. Should we really be doing all this dark stuff? Come on, we're warriors here, bro. We gotta go into the darkness with a torch, right? This is the right way to be. We're warriors that'll battle through the snow and melt it. Okay? You'll melt the snow, bro. With scary games. We'll melt the snow with scary games. Anyway, so she's holding a knife covered in blood. Like it was what is it called? Not necrotic, no. Like when you're when you die, like if you're holding something, you're like stuck like that. Anybody know what that's called? Like that's a thing, right? Your hand just gets stuck, like locked. Okay, well, with that, Kagure has given me a description of the multiple suicides. And I report back to Captain Sasaki. Oh yeah, our stupid ass boss. If you're gonna be spooky ghosts, you can at least get in the holiday spirit. You shut your face. I'll make it. I already said. I'm already gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna make some kind of Santa thing or some kind of... I'll figure it out. But I'll make it cheerful, okay? And then and then I gotta dance around and ask for alms for the fucking poor, right? I gotta ring a goddamn bell as if that's fun. I gotta ring a bell. This guy. Yeah, ring a fucking bell. So, you can write it all up. If you go back and write up your report. My report? Yeah. Report. Oh man, he didn't listen to anything. It went from one ear out the other. Oh man, what's it put on a report? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't really get it. It's like he doesn't really put to memory what he sees with his eyes. I gotta write it because I don't really remember. I don't really think he'll make. I don't really think he'll make any mental notes of any of this. So I have to do a report. Yeah. They already took her body of the second girl to be autopsied. And then all he would give me now when I would talk to him about the situation, all he said during it was, yeah, okay. Our boss sucks, man. It seems like we really are just in their way to them. Captain? There wasn't much body in the... Oh, sorry, there wasn't much body. There wasn't much blood in the body. That's suspicious, isn't it? Yeah, good point. Good point, he says. You son of a bitch. No, no. Can't get mad at the chief. I don't know. How am I going to find out what happened? Well, I need to find out the details of the autopsy, right? If he considers me a pain in the ass. I mean, I don't want to be a pain in the ass on my very first case. I don't understand. Also, I want to know why those two girls would kill themselves. Why would they end their lives? Like, there's gotta be a reason. Can't calm down. I gotta figure it out. Captain? I'd like to investigate around the school. Is that okay? Silence. He's looking at me like I'm pain in the ass. It's suspicious. Like he's looking at me like he thinks I'm sus. Yeah, basically, right? He's giving me a sus look. Do as you like. Thank you. We bow down, of course, right? In Japan, you have to do that. You bow down, bow our heads down. And then he doesn't seem to react to that at all. We just leave. Just walk away from him. And then we go back to Kagure. He's waiting for us up on the bookshelf. Uh-oh. Is he feeling okay? His eyebrows are close together. His eyes closed. His brow is furrowed. His eyes are closed. Kagure? all I did was tap on his shoulder. All I did was tap on his shoulder, and he jumped. Loses his balance, and he fucking Kagure. The shock from the large body hit the floor. The bodies hit the floor. Kagure's giant. He is pretty big, right? Like in real life, he would be pretty big, not just in Japanese like size, right? What is 190 centimeters? Is that high? Anybody know? I'll look it up. What's 190? 190 centimeters is what? 270 yards? Why the fuck would I want yards? 6 foot 2.8 inches. 6 foot 2.8. 2.8. Almost 6'3", right? You could round up 6'3". Okay. He's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. There's not many people. I mean, I know some people that are like taller than 6 foot are like always like, oh, it's not a big deal. But it's really rare, right? I know people, and I'm 6 foot, so everybody that's above 6 foot is taller than me. So I know everybody that knows it, right? And I know they know it. They're like, oh, but wow, it's so easy being 6'1", 6'2", 6. Oh, whatever, bro. Whatever. 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 Okay. Oh, his giant body hits the floor, and he's looking at me coldly. Coldly. Give me one sec. Yeah, chilly. Sure. He's pouring. Oh, the chief, the detectives of the first department are looking at our we're bathing in their cold stares. They're cold stares of suspicion, and not, they look like we're like total dickheads, right? They're just looking at us like, ugh. All the detectives in the first detectives are doing that. That ain't right. Ah-ta-ta-ta. Ah-ta-ta-ta, that's what he says. Sorry, Kagure. Os. It's okay. It's okay. It's just my large frame anyway. What does that mean? It's just, okay. My strength, my body's my strength anyway. Okay. It's just how it is. I just have a big body. Okay. Yeah, I guess he got used to it, huh? I mean, there was the other part he said where he jumped up at the concert and like broke the chair in front of him. So I guess he is used to he's 6'3" and then also wide, right? And also built. He's like a truck or something. He's like a truck of a man, right? He was a truck of a man. Okay. And he pulls himself up. Wait! Chief, wait! Uh-huh. And like a caterpillar, Kagure like a caterpillar crunches up and moves towards the bookshelf. He moves across. It says Zuru Zuru is the sound. Zuru Zuru is the sound. Which is literally like describing like the caterpillar, like, you know, moving forward, like pretty funny. Chief, here. So he moves like a caterpillar from one side to the other, right? The strange caterpillar, Kagure, reaches his arm up towards under the second shelf down. It seems like there's a seal there. It's some kind of strange thing. I've never seen that. I've never seen anything like it. Huh? Is it some kind of talisman? It's a dog and a fox. I've never seen this kind of thing. You think it's graffiti? He's dusting off the dust on his shoulders. And he returns back into his human form. See, that's kind of fun, right? And the thing is, that tells you something about Kazami, that he thinks this way, right? It's a little bit Alice in Wonderland, even though it's literal. Like it's not. I mean, everything we're seeing is literal, but the way he's thinking is a little bit Alice in Wonderland, right? A little bit Alice in Wonderland. But why do they go through all the effort to put this here? It's gotta mean something. Mean something. Higure crosses his arms to think. Huh. I mean, it could mean something, but I don't know. How do we know? And if he didn't fall, we wouldn't have found the thing anyway. I mean, we basically just found it by chance. I feel like it can't just be graffiti, right? It can't just be some junk, some scribble. What was that thing for? What is this? What is this piece of paper? Well, it could be evidence. Maybe we should show it to the chief. What's the connect? Is this piece of paper connected to the case? What do you guys think? Yeah or no? Is this piece of paper we found with the writing on it, is it connected to the case? 1, yes. 2, no. Could be. Don't think so. 1, yeah. Alright, that sounds good. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay. Oops. And what do we think is the connection? Number 1, we think the criminal, the culprit, left this here. That's 1. 2, we don't know yet. 1, what? So again, what is the connection of this piece of paper Higure just found on the bookshelf that looks like a tic-tac-toe board with like dog characters and a fox character on it. And the question is, what is the connection of the case if it is connected? First one, the culprit left it here. Maybe the culprit left it here. There's either maybes either way. Well, this is a maybe. Maybe the culprit left it here. I mean, it's proof that the culprit left this. Or, I'm not proof that. Maybe it is something the culprit left here. Or, we don't know yet. How do we know? 1, 2? Okay, yeah, I'll do 2. Well, so how should we dispose? What should we do with it? How do we process it? 1, show it to the chief. 2, put it in our pocket. You know, it's actually the better choice. I know, but I can't spoil. You guys gotta pick. 1, show it to the chief. 2, put it in your pocket. 2, yeah. Good call, good call, good call, good call. You know what happens if you show it to him? He chews you out about it. He tells you, fuck off. What are you doing showing me this shit? He gives you a hard time. I put it in my pocket. Yeah, it just says like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, it's the right call is to not Do that. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this part. We stuff it in our pocket, and it is against regulation, right? It is against. It's not. It's against regulation, but I know that. I know that I have a responsibility to report to my boss, right? But I, it's pretty obvious that if I tell him about this, he'll just throw it away. So, we're not wrong, right? That's not wrong. Um, so with a bad feeling about it, I don't feel good about it. I feel guilty. I have a guilty conscience, but I'm putting it in my pocket. Could have a connection. Yeah. We got to bet on that. I don't feel like anybody's here. I guess that because they're worried about it leaking the information about what happened, they have suspended school for now. Um, so they told all the kids to stay home. Sure. I mean, that makes total sense, right? Total sense. I know what that word in the middle is. Okay, look it up, robot. It is gag order. Okay. It's a specific word for gag order. That's cool. The fuck does that exist? Here, look. I'll show you. Isn't that wild? I mean, I guess of course, there's all these legal terms, right? But that literally means gag order. And the kanji makes sense, too, look. Well, you can't even, it doesn't even tell you. But yeah, it's gag order. Look, shut, right? First kanji is shut mouth, order. You better shut your mouth. Gag order. It has its own word. Let's have Yogo say it. Goose? Oh, dragon stuff. Uh, oh wait, I don't know how to talk on YouTube. He don't know gotta know every detail. Yeah, no, and he's a jerk off, bro. That guy's a jerk off. I would make Yoga say it, but I don't remember how to talk on YouTube. I don't have a way to do that. I should, but I don't. I'll fix that. So everybody went home. The gag order. But they can't keep doing that for long, right? How long can you do that? I mean, eventually it's gonna spread, right? Yeah, eventually. All they can do is delay it a little bit. Doesn't seem like anybody's here, Chief. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it kind of seems like Kagure maybe has a bad feeling about this. So we decided to check out the rest of the schoolhouse. Check out the rest of the school. We're hoping to talk to some of their students, but it doesn't seem like anybody's here. What do we do? I mean, it is difficult enough, though, to talk to anyone anyway. Because it's a school. There's special rules about being at a school. It's very delicate. It's very delicate legally. It's not really like on the TV shows where you can just show your badge, show your little police book, and ask whatever you want. Doesn't really work. There's all kinds of press. There's all kinds of stuff we can't do. And also, the problem is it's a high school, right? They're not even 20 years old yet. They count as a minor. There's special protection, special laws, special things we can't ask. In other words, the youth laws. Like, for example, let's say we were talking to a student. See, I kind of like that how it tells you all this shit about this kind of stuff that I would never really know is a thing, that it's different like that. For example, if a cop was talking to a student, and it's possible that it could spread rumors to other students about why we were asking them questions, right? What happens then? They know that guy. They know that person was talking to the cops. Did they do something bad? They had to have then. Those kind of rumors will spread around. Then what happens to their future? I mean, changing the minimum age. Uh-huh. Oh, the age. Uh-huh. I guess that's the age of people doing crime. The laws have been changing because more young people have been doing crime. Sure, right? Okay. That makes sense enough. So that's true in Japan too, though. That's definitely true in America, right? I mean, I know that I guess at a certain periods it was way worse than others, and it's bad now, though. I think for kids, for youths being involved in crime, it's really bad now, right? I think that's true. Does anybody know? I guess it got worse in Japan too. That's interesting. So they had to change the laws so they can talk to them more, but they still have to protect. They still have some laws that protect them. They're different, just because of their age. Um, sure. But we don't want to steal their future, right? As police officers, we don't want to do that. Anyway, it's not like there's anybody here. This place sure it is creepy. Um, it's like it makes you think of all those ghost stories. Like Toilet Hanako, like the a pianist playing the piano in the room. Or they play a specific song, song. Oops, I should pause that. It's all those folklore things. It reminds you of those. No matter what school, there's always the seven wonders in folklore. Chief, should we head back? I can see Kagure is pale. Let me see. So he hasn't gone over earlier yet. He hasn't calmed down. Are you scared? My trickster heart pulls at me a little bit. I have to ask. Wait, no, no, of course not. I'm not even a little bit scared at all. Okay? Okay, I'm not even a little. No. No, do I look? No. No, do I look scared? No, no, I don't look. No, no. Oh, no, no, man. No, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. uh, he might as well. He's advertising that he is scared, answering like that. He's obviously scared. But, what? Well, I heard from another cop. Apparently at the school, we hear a sound from behind us, like out of nowhere. Um, like pulse in my heart sending, going all over my body. Tell me something. Uh-huh. Kagure, his mouth's like a goldfish. And it says he's paku paku like a goldfish, making his mouth do that. Very funny. Very funny. He's just like eyes open, gape, mouth go, like a goldfish. We found who caused the noise right away. It was the girl picking up all the books on the floor. Apparently, there was a student still here. You should know that she shouldn't be here, right? She shouldn't be wandering around. Kagure starts picking up the books too to help her out. Now that he knows there's nothing dangerous, he starts picking up the books to help her. He's a kind guy, huh? Kind man. I pick up the book at my feet too. It says Psychology of Terror by Jeffrey Brightman. Translator Ueno Wakage. 500 pages psychology book. It's at least 500 pages or so. Psychology book. Thank you. It calls her a maniac. Maniac in Japanese means like somebody obsessed with something is a maniac. Calls her a maniac. It says the books are maniac books. Would that mean? Well, she's not calling her a maniac, right? It's calling the books a maniac. But what that means is, like, really nerdy books. There's a series of game guides for like a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. There's not just Final Fantasy, but a lot of Square stuff. Called Maniacs, and it's like the ultimate guidebook possible, basically. But there's also like some games got other versions where they did another one, and then like it's even more Maniac, and it was like Maniac Omega. I think Final Fantasy VII got one of those. Some of the other ones did. Omega Maniac with a Z. It is an X. Maniacs with an X. But that's the same thing. What it means is like really detailed, esoteric, hard to understand. You have to be a maniac basically to be interested in that. Obscure, yeah, right. Maniac is what it means. It means people obsessed with weird things. So they read weird books, right? That's what it means. And the weird books they're dense, they're hard to understand. If you're a casual, you're not a maniac, right? That's like it's casual versus maniacs, right? The maniacs of chainsaws. They should anyway. Meticulous, yeah. They're meticulous too, yeah. It's just like anybody that's kind of like a car guy, right? Would be a all like his manuals, his repair manuals would be, those are maniac books too in their own way, right? That's any of those kind of tiered away like kind of books, right? That are like harder to read or like require a bunch of peripheral knowledge, or that's what they're describing by a maniac. Somebody that is one of those people into things. Right? That really deep into the thing and reads books that only people deep into the thing can even understand. Right? That's what I mean. It makes sense too. It's weird though, because in English the word's maniac, right? And so it's like, okay, they took one usage of it that's not like totally normal, and it turned into a whole different word. It makes sense, but it's not the word anymore. Yeah, the books are all around. She's standing there with the holding books, finally handing them all to her. This is the last one. So I'm trying to get it to her. These are some rare books here. Peculiar books. Sure. Who are you guys? She's acting like we're suspicious. Well, I guess we're two men in the school she's never seen, right? And one of us especially stern-looking. One of us a little more stern-looking than the other. Oh, okay. And also that whole event happened too, right? The suicide things? You know, the suicide thing? The whole double suicide thing? I said things because it's plural. There are two of them. The suicides things? I don't know how to... The suicide things? The suicide... It is the suicide things, right? Maybe the suicide things. 1 and 2. Suicide things 1 and 2. What's that be? Please relax, ma'am. We are police officers. Me and Kagure both show her our police book. So in Japan, you don't have a badge. Well, you have a badge, kind of, but you have this little notebook where you keep your police notes, and on there is the cop thing, like your precinct thing, the seal. It's on there, and I think you have a number too. So that's why they show them that. They're basically showing their ID. They're showing their cop book, which only cops get, right? I'm sure you could buy one or like a replica or something, but it'd be like, you know, you're not allowed to use it and act like it's real. And it probably doesn't really look real. Like there's probably some fundamental, I don't know, there might be limits on how it's supposed to look. But anyway, if you make fake ones, you probably can't use like the real symbol. You probably have to make fake ones. But that's their ID. That's how you know it's a cop. Because only they have those. Detectives. Her expression changes to one of shock, one of surprise instead. It might be your first time seeing a police officer. Or a detective, I mean. They're speaking to a detective. I mean, I guess it's mostly by chance anyway, right? So, you can just say, the student talked to us, right? The student opened conversation to us. Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, we should try to talk to her. Horikawa Mari is my name. Huh? My name. Oops. Okay. Okay, pretend I didn't say everything. Horikawa Mari. It doesn't say my name, but it's kind of obvious what you're saying. Horikawa Mari. Huh? That's my name. You wanted to ask about what happened? She sees right through it. Horikawa Mari. He has long black straight hair and glasses without frameless glasses. Gives you the impression of a straight A student. She has the tiniest smirk on her face. Her eyes look burning. Oh, that word. No, it's sadness. So it's like intense sadness. Like sure, okay, intense sad. It has some kind of... Her eyes are sad. Well, of course, the girl just died, right? Is what happened. 2 of them did. There's no point in asking me. I just transferred here in the spring. So, I don't really know this school all that well. And you don't know about Ito Kaori either? Yeah. Well, she was my classmate. That's shocking a little bit. There's a chance I didn't think we'd have. So about Ito, she's dead. She said it to cut me off boldly. So what was that? Or sorry, so what do you want? Uh-huh. That's all she says. Doesn't me and Kagure just stare blanklessly at her. That's all she has to say about a dead classmate? So what? So what do you want? So what do you want? Like she's just trying to get rid of the whole thing. I mean, I guess she didn't spend that long with her, but she was in the same classroom. It made like their desks were in the same room, and she's dead, and she doesn't care at all. Like she doesn't even know her. Sorry, excuse me. With that, she's done talking to us. Huh? Kids these days, huh? They all like that? Yeah, I guess, right? He takes a sigh of relief. He's looking kind of disappointed. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he be? We got nothing. What's her name? Something Kawa, Horikawa. So Gamma, cause he's clearly not a car guy. Yeah, he's in a kung fu. He's in a what was he? He's uh third dan. Dan means post black belt. So he's third dan kendo, third dan judo, and second dan karate. Karate. He's a martial arts guy over everything. Okay, Horikawa? Yeah, it's Horikawa, right? Horikawa Mari. Well, it's only 3:30. Feels later than that for me. How long have I been streaming? Almost 5 hours. Okay. I might have to take a break. I feel like I'm I might take a break at some point. I feel like I'm reading a lot. I put the name into my memory. Gotta remember that. Horikawa Mari. Maybe it's it's all the weed. Maybe I'm not reading that much. All right. Well, now that she blew us off, we gotta go look outside the school. Maybe. I don't know. We can see what Kagure thinks, right? Does he want to check out? I don't know. Well, also, there's another reason too. Another reason too. Uh-huh. I I want to get along with him, so I don't cause any problems with him. I understand he wants to leave. Oh, uh-huh. So Kagure wanted to go outside the building because he was getting scared in there. And we don't want to, it's our first time working with a guy. It's our first day on the case even. We're like, okay, man. Yeah, let's go outside. It's funny. Yeah, that makes sense though. And then we go around the back of the building. We go around the back of the building. I could take a break and play more of this, though. I think I might need to take a break, though. Like, I don't know, get something to eat or something. You almost wouldn't think that it's noon out here. It's so, the coverage from the trees, it's so dark. The little path behind the school. And it's not like the weather's bad. It's just totally overgrown. And the trees, it's almost a forest back here. Is this really part of the school now? Is this part of the school's land? Kagure bends over and whispers into her ear. Chief, look. And I follow the direction of his finger, and when I do, I see a silhouette. Silhouette of a person. Short hair, has a uniform. Looks like a female student. She's kind of far, can't really see her. Seems like she's squatting down, doing something with her hands. She's moving her hands around, kind of. Ah! I can see a small flame she's lighting. She's got a lighter. What do we do? One, I yell at her to stop. Number one, yell at her to stop. Number two, sneak up behind her. Number three, watch and see what happens. What do you guys want to do? One takes courage to do. One is yell and say, hey, stop. Two is sneak up. Three is watch and wait, see what happens. Two? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Give it a second. Okay. Two it is. Kagure, I need you to let's sneak up on her without her noticing, okay? Os, I can do that. Leave it to me. You can tell. Okay. Sorry, go back. Os. Yeah, leave it to me. Listen. I know a technique. Really? I know a technique. I can get close without her noticing me. Please watch. Well, now you mention it, when he introduced himself, he did tell me that he was good at judo, kendo, and karate, right? I don't remember what ranks he said though. Well, okay, let's leave it to him. Leave it to Gugure. Okay, go ahead, Gugure. Okay, Roger. Roger. It seems like he's just happy he gets to do his thing. He's really excited about it. Well, that's nice. At least he gets to use his skills, you know? It's nice. The flame's gotten bigger. Was she trying to, it seems like she's trying to burn something. We don't have much time. We don't have much time at all. If we mess up, she's gonna burn the thing already. It'll be turned to ash. And it could be connected to this old case, right? But Kagure's movements are fast. You'd think because of his long legs it'd be difficult, but it's not. He's quick. Gets right behind her before she notices. Wow. I see his skills, man. He's good. That so he's like sneaks up to her. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, now I get it. That's why he's a patrol. That's why he's an inspector already. Good. That's why he's an inspector. That's why he's what was it? What is his rank? Captain or something? No, not captain. I forget his rank. That's why he's whatever rank he is. At such a young age. Is it? Was it here? Is the word here? Oh, it is here. It's police sergeant. Sergeant. He's a sergeant. Sergeant. Okay, sergeant. Sergeant Kagure. That's why he's a sergeant. Sergeant. He's about 5 meters away. Gah! Pervert! A scream pierces through the calm air. I can see, looking above, girls, students looking out. Huh? Pervert? Where? They're not gonna get away. Kagure, that pervert is probably you. That pervert's probably you, Kagure. Sorry, Kagure, I have bad news for you. Pervert is you, probably. Sorry. Bad news about that one. Well, I mean, it makes sense, kind of, right? They just saw, oh, so it's the girl above us yelling, right? Okay, so the girl, okay, right? A girl looks out the window and sees him creeping up. Okay, that makes sense now, right? So he sneaks up on her, right? Perfectly well, but obviously creeping, right? And you would see he's creeping if you saw it. And so a girl on the second floor looked out the window and saw him creeping on her and said, and yelled, "Pervert!" Okay. And then he goes, "Where? Where are they? I'll get them. Where are they?" Where? Huh? Which way? What? Where'd they go? Poor Kagure. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He wasn't trying to be a pervert. I think you got it wrong. Or sorry, I think there's a mistake here, Kagure. Anyway, look, the girl dropped something. There's a crumpled piece of paper on the floor there. Is what she was trying to burn, apparently. She ran away with all the pervert nonsense. Well, turns out it worked out for the best. Being scared of Kagure worked out in her favor, too. So. I mean, if it wasn't for a suggestion, we wouldn't be out here. And he found that piece of paper in the library? I don't know, man. Maybe he's got some kind of antenna on his head somewhere. As I'm saying that, I unfurl the paper. Ah! It's a Ouija board thing. It's a Kokuri song. It's some kind of line of letters and numbers. It's got from A to N. You got the whole alphabet there, bro? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go A, B, C. Oh, no. Ah, ta. What? So do you have the whole, you know the whole alphabet from A to Z? No. No, from A to N. From A to N. From A to N. From A to N. Dumbass. And 0 to 9. And yes and no. Boy and girl. Yeah, there you go. It's boy and girl. Let's see right here. Boys on the left. If you've ever been curious. Boys on the left, girls on the right. There, it's right there. They're on the here too. See. Oops, sorry, Linda. Can you get out of the way? There you go. Linda blocking a man again. Just keeping us down, bro. Keeping us down. Keeping us down, man. Okay. There's a Torii Gate, which is, by the way, means bird gate. They mean those red gates. Those like this is a drawing of one. Oops. They're called Torii. Torii means bird gate or bird's post. Bird spot is what it means. Like that's what they call the things because they don't remember what they're called. You guys know this? Like they theoretically had a name when they first made them, but they don't. At some point, they didn't really have a name, or like no one named them. It's kind of weird. Nobody really knows exactly, right? It seems kind of like they forgot them. Like they built them in the old when they were doing like a lot of Chinese stuff, and then there was a period where Japan did a lot of Chinese stuff, like mimicked everything from Japan, I mean from China. And like they did adopt Buddhism, kinda, and then they didn't, and then they did again. Like Buddhism spread in China. I mean not China, in Japan like 3 different times. Or, I think it's 3, at least 2 I know of. Really weird. So they're like religion and culture stuff like changed in all these different periods. And some of the really old stuff is like Chinese stuff from whatever the Chinese period was. Like they used to dress Chinese because they got all their ideas before they made it their own thing. Anyway, that's that bird gate thing. And there's a black smudge here. Chief, this is a Ouija board. Ouija board. It seems like Kagure is afraid of calling it Kagure-san. Oh really? He doesn't say it because he's afraid of it. Oh, because part of the thing is saying its name. That's funny. That's funny. Right? Because you say Kagure-san, Kagure-san. It'd be like Beetlejuice. He's afraid to say Beetlejuice. Right? Kagure doesn't want to say Beetlejuice. So he says Ouija board. Right, that's awesome. That's really funny. That's really funny. It's supposed to summon some kind of god, fox god or spirit. It's a fortune-telling game. Popular fortune-telling. You know what? I feel like I bet girls in his class probably played. It was probably popular with them. Oops, that really brings me back. Oh, I played a bunch with girls when I was young. Really? Yeah, one time I got to touch a girl's finger that I liked. I didn't ask about that. I don't know why he's telling me that. I'm just staying quiet, I guess, for a little bit, but it kind of seems like he's blushing, huh? Traveling back in time, thinking about when he touched a girl's finger one time. Kagure! What? Huh? What? What was happening? What are we doing? He's back here. We got him back. Thankfully. Somehow. Look at this, Kagure. But here, down here, this dirty spot, right? In the bottom left corner. Is that blood? Kagure's face goes pale again. we weren't able to get anything else. But we called we called to the chief, and that was it. Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. We went to the chief and we were given a task. It was the most difficult task. It was the first time I had to do the most difficult part of the job. We had to go to the home of the dead girl, Ito Kaori. We had to let her know. And the look on their faces. Both of them, they kept saying, she wouldn't do that. And even in the little brother said, give me my sister back. This is what the captain wanted to avoid, so he pushed it all on us. And then went off back to the back to his office. He spent the half of the day trying to calm down the family. Well, they even went to the school and begged. They even pleaded to the school to please find the truth. Please, for the cops to find the truth. Hold on. I'm missing something. Who's doing it? Because the last line was what? They're still talking about the confident. We spent the rest of the day. Who's pleading to the school? What's the last part? What's that word? That's what I don't get. State of reduced activity. Oh, okay. He they called the school and the principal said the cops will definitely uncover the truth. Okay. He didn't take any personal responsibility at all. There you go. I got it. So they push it all on the cops, right? I mean, it's our responsibility now to solve this case for that family. That was the end of the first day of the investigation. That's how it ended. 2 suicides, missing blood, strange notes, Ouija board, Kokuri-san. All the things come together in my head, float around in my head. The reality and unreality kind of merge together. Like it's mocking me. What kind of case am I involved in? There's something that lives inside my heart. Since when? I don't know. It's like I'm becoming something that's not me. Love, jealousy, friendship, anger, sadness, hatred. It's like this black worm, black snake, and crawling around inside me. And the snake gets more ferocious day to day. I think at some point it's going to win. My heart gets darker, and I can feel the darkness spreading. I know it is. But somewhere there's one last light there. You. I only exist for you. Who's she talking to? What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh, I'm gonna take a break here, I think. This is a good spot, right? Next morning. Alright, this is a good spot. I'm gonna save. What the hell? Who is that? That's a chapter break, I think. I think that's the first chapter, or the first start. Or like the first... yeah, see now it says 1. I think it says like 0 before then. I think it does. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. What do I do with the stream? I'm gonna make something to eat, I think. I don't know how soon I'll be back. And what am I doing when I come back? I can maybe watch some stuff. I don't think I'll read more Harigami tonight. Unless you guys really want to see some more. Then I could. But if not really, then I'll just we can watch something. I don't know. Alright guys, I just turned the streams off. I can put music on, but I think I'm gonna turn everything off. Alright guys, I'll be back sometime in the morning. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Same normal stream tomorrow. I will be back at some point for a little bit at least. But for now I'm leaving, and I'm not sure exactly when I'm coming back. So, anyways, have a good day. If I don't see ya, I'll be back tonight too. So, stream back tonight. What is today? Used to be JB Garfield Day, right? Friday. But I've stopped doing JB Garfield recently. Do I bring it back? No, people already mad at me at this thing. Unless JB Garfield is Santa thing. Maybe JB Garfield comes back in a happy Christmas way. And people won't be mad at me. But then I gotta I don't know if I could do that. Oh, I could put the snow on all the time. Just like have him as he is, but have the snow on all the time. Right? I could do some kind of JB Garfield thing tonight. The snow. And get you guys back to your Christmas mood. Okay. What would be a Christmas game, though? Is there a Christmas game that's not really happy and it's actually sad? We could watch Die Hard. I think we did that before. I don't know. I'll think of something. We definitely could just turn the snow on. Alright, turn